start talking about your incredible number of wins at triathlon. Let's take it back to the day when it all started, because I read it was a drunken night where you decided that triathlon was going to be your thing.
Oh, I didn't decide it was going to be my thing. I decided I was going to give it a go. I'd done a triathlon just really to try and get fit. I was a junior doctor, I was working hard, playing hard, put on weight, having some issues, a long-term boyfriend. Did the London Triathlon and loved it. And then heard about this thing called Ironman, and it was, long story short, a drunken dare that started my journey, down this path that I never imagined I'd end up where I have.
Were you fit beforehand then? Were you an athlete, or what sort of sport were you doing?
No, not at all. I mean, I played squash at university, tennis, like not seriously. At uni we had kind of town. I was at Oxford and we had town bikes, and we used to go on 20-mile bike rides, and it would seem like it'd take the whole day. It was a big thing. I didn't do anything competitively. I jogged a little bit. I used to go on the cross trainer on the gym. But then when you start work as a doctor, you're working so hard. Basically, I'd go to the gym, I'd maybe go spinning, and then we'd go out drinking in the evenings. So you work hard, play hard.
So you're giving advice to sort of people that have always say they've never got time for sport. I mean, it's a big commitment trying to train for triathlon. I mean, were you finding time when you were a junior doctor?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't training. I would say I was exercising. I joined TFN, the Tri Club in Natyam, and that was it was a big step. I was really scared of joining that. I thought they'd all be a bunch of geeks telling me about heart rates and things, and actually they're a bunch of pissheads. So that was probably why I fell in love with the sport, because I used to go to the training sessions so that we go to the pub afterwards, and it was all very sociable. And without that kind of social side, I'm sure I'd have never fallen in love with the sport as much as I did.
At some point though, you must have realised that it's not just about exercise, it is about doing things correctly. I mean, do you follow a training plan very specifically?
No, not at all, and I can't really with work. And the reason I started getting good was when I stopped doing clinical work and started a research PhD, and I just wasn't getting the job satisfaction, and training then became my way of kind of validating my existence, but certainly giving me some purpose to my day. And now I've never been a very scientific trainer. I tend to do. I wake up a little bit and feel like it, and I have the key sessions that I need to get done. But I think flexibility as an athlete is fundamental, and certainly for me, there's no point trying to do a session when I'm too tired. So yeah, I definitely don't have a strict training plan, but I do have the key things that I try to fit in each week.
Yeah. So the key elements of the three things of try, do you have a weak element, or is there the bits that you like the best?
Well, everyone knows I'm not a very good swimmer, despite my best efforts. So swimming is definitely my weakness.
I did hear you say in Bolton this year that it was a non-wetsuit for you professionals, and yet you were very cold, weren't you?
It was really cold, yeah. But I'm really worried about Patagonia, which I'm doing in 2 weeks, which is apparently going to be 7 degrees. So wow. That's going to be really cold. But yeah.
I think what I want to do, obviously, you've now won Ironman 12 times, I believe.
Yeah.
When was the first one? Do you remember that fondly?
Yeah, it was Challenge Barcelona in 2012. 2012, and I went sub 9. In fact, it's my only sub 9, because since then I've always done the slower, tougher courses. But I think that was the first time I realised I'd got good. I kind of shocked myself big time.
How does that translate then when you got into Kona? Because obviously you've been to Kona, what, three times? Is it?
Twice as an age group, 3 times as a pro.
Right. And how has that translated though? Have you come up in the rankings at Kona? How did that play out?
So I've had 2 top 10s. I'm really proud of those. Kona's my absolute worst race on paper. It's non-wetsuit swim. It's power bike. It's straight. It's not technical, and it's like racing in a sauna. It's horrendous. If you had to kind of put all my worst ingredients of a race together, that would be Kona. So. I'm immensely proud of my top 10s. I've never had a perfect race there, but I will never race as well in Kona as I would on a wet, windy day in Wales.
Talking about that's the worst, then possibly the best race is what? I've heard you say that Wales is one of the better ones.
In terms of pure joy, yeah. I think my race in Wales this year was just pure unadulterated joy. It was just such a celebration of all the races I've done, and the support each year in Tenby's just got better and better. It's incredible.
It's fabulous on TV,
yeah.
I just want to touch then, coming back to your career, because I think quite a few people here have been touched by cancer in different ways, their partners, even some of the athletes. And obviously are you researching at the moment on behalf of cancer?
No, I'm back working clinically, and absolutely love that. I work part-time, so I work 3 days a week. I have a lot of other projects ongoing in my free time, but yeah, I love oncology, and I'm really pleased that triathlon's given me a little bit of a platform. That means that I can kind of start to do things to bring my two passions together.
Yeah. Just wanted to talk about charities. I know you do quite a bit of charity work. What are you working on at the moment?
So one of the most exciting things, and probably one of the things I'm proudest of this year, is setting up Move Against Cancer 5K Your Way with a really amazing person called Gemma Hillier-Moses. So she had cancer when she was 24. She's now 30. She's an elite runner. She set up Move Charity, which is a charity helping young people, so aged 18 to 30, get their lives back on track during cancer and after cancer, particularly using movement and activity. Anyway, we met and we hit off, and we wanted to create a community for people with cancer, after cancer, their family, and also the healthcare professionals, to kind of get together and be active, and we thought, well, how can we do this? Park Run is amazing. So basically we've set up Move Against Cancer 5K Your Way, and it's a running club with a difference, a sport group with a difference, coffee morning with a difference, and we just get patients, their families, staff, loads of the staff actually coming down to the local Park Run once a month. And
so this
we
is
started,
Cambridge, is it? Is that where you're
No, so it started in Natyam.
Oh,
it's
right.
now rolled out to Cambridge, and Park Run's absolutely behind it. And yeah, we've been contacted just through social media from people all around the country. It's going to turn into a national initiative, I think. I hope. And it's so easy. It's free. It's Park Run's already there, and it just offers so much. We know physical activity is good for people living with and beyond cancer, but also the social support network. And compared to NHS initiatives that take months and months of meetings and paperwork, and this is just something we've just done it, and it's free. It's not cost a penny other than some
Has it got a
banners.
specific website, is it?
No, not yet. We, if anyone wants to create a really professional website, no, at the moment we've not got any funding, so we're literally just doing it through social media. But the fact that Park Run's embracing it, and we've been contacted from, I think, 16 or 18 people at last count who want to set it up locally in their area, it shows the power of social media. But we are going to get a website, and I think funding will come. We don't need that much funding. Just a little bit.
Just get it off the ground. Fantastic stuff. Well, welcome to Welland Valley Awards ceremony. We're going to see you on stage later on. Looking forward to that immensely.
Thank you for having me. It's a bit posher than I thought.
This is Market Harborough.
Good job I put my dress on.
Fantastic. Lucy Gossage, thank you very much.
Thank you.